All right, now 4 of the next 5 Canisius hitters are left-handed swingers. You've got the lefty Donnelly in the bullpen. Hamilton, although he got out of last inning, he puts you in a tough spot. If you've got the lefty up, this seems like the spot to use him.
Well, as you say that, the man wearing number 14 in Quinnipiac Navy, their head man, John Delaney, comes out of the dugout. And we'll see if the motion is given. It is. So they will motion to the bullpen. They will go to Donnelly in a 4-3 game. With, as Jonathan said, a bunch of lefties coming up. Next of which is Brett Migliore after we return here in the 2018 MAC tournament.
Growing up, I didn't have anyone who looked like me. That's why I started my blog, to inspire people to be themselves. The Surface laptop has already made me more productive. I'm creating mood boards, I'm editing content, or I'm running around New York with like huge bouquet of balloons. So having a light laptop, it's a game changer. Plus, the battery life on the Surface lives forever. My blog is sometimes about fashion, sometimes about sprinkles. It's usually always about color. Find what makes you different, because that sets you apart from everyone else.
It's internet that's not just easy. It's stream faster, Wi-Fi better, mobile your way, and it keeps up with everyone in your family. Easy. It's internet that makes your life simple, easy, awesome. Click today.
Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die, but you can't live without it.
The Indy 500, Sunday at noon Eastern on ABC.
The Monaco Grand Prix, Sunday at 9:05 a.m. on ESPN.
Big ol'
The Indy 500, Sunday at noon Eastern on ABC. Telecast presented by Firestone.
What can you say about the Cubbies' Brian Rizzo other than holy cow? If they swung rods instead of bats, do you think they could still hit home runs? I bet they could. Giants Cubbies Sunday at 8 on ESPN2.
They changed his whole... That's right, his parents moved. He's from Jersey.
Sophomore lefty Colin Donnelly coming in a big spot in relief of Wyatt Hamilton here, with 4 of the next 5 due up, batting from the left side. He'll contend with those left-handed hitters in the Canisius lineup. First pitch to Migliore is in for strike 1.
Donnelly, no record, 2.89 ERA. Very good in his 16th now relief appearance of the year. Sophomore from Immaculata High School in New Jersey.
And strike is on the inside corner. Hamilton threw the 1 official inning, gave up 1 hit, a strikeout and a walk, and the runner on first base is his responsibility in Morrow. As the 0-2 is grounded foul.
You saw the hometown listed as Maryland for Colin Donnelly. His parents moved. He's lived in Tennessee, California, but high school in New Jersey, not that far away, and lived in Flemington at the time.
Got to catch up with him between games. That's quite the journey. As the 0-2 is outside.
Yeah, I didn't get details on what led to the moving.
Well, I'm gonna chat with him between games. I'm a son of a military man. That's why we moved.
Right.
So that's my first thought.
Yeah.
Now 2-2. Now calls Hamden, Connecticut home, at least for 9 months out of the year. It's Morrow on first. He was the last batter that Hamilton faced in he walked. Ball is laced foul.
Migliore famously drove in a run where swinging on a 3-0 count with the infield back in the 5th, and hey, it's the decisive run right now.
Yeah, that 3-0 swing caught everyone, at least in our booth, by surprise. Called strike 3 on the outside corner.
He had been working away with the slider. Migliore able to foul off all of those. Painted the black with the 2-2 heater. The first strikeout and the first hitter he faces for Colin Donnelly.
That'll bring up Ejo. 0 for 1 officially. Had a sacrifice fly in the 2nd. Walked back in the 5th. Ejo squares to bunt, and it's fouled at the plate. You mentioned the numbers for Donnelly. He has been very reliable for John Delaney this season. It's kind of the common theme. And I know we build this matchup as Quinnipiac power versus Canisius pitching. But really the common theme is you're in the playoffs, you're in the tournament, you got good bullpen play. It's very rare that you get good pitching out of the pen, and you don't get to this point of the year and win those close games in the regular season.
Quinnipiac does have its closer, Mike Davis, 6 saves on the year, up in the bullpen now, here in the 7th.
And maybe Donnelly for 7-8, and then you have your closer potentially ready.
I think Donnelly at least gets you through the lefties.
Right.
Conley and McKenna, and then you kind of see where you're at.
Ejo swings through the 1-1.
It's interesting, though, of the top ERAs in the conference, in conference play, not everybody qualified for the tournament, whereas the top 6 offensive teams, they're all here.
Oh, there you go. Inside corner.
Whoa, catcher forgot how many outs there were.
He did, and it will allow Morrow to go to second. Cruz with the mental error. The second called strike 3 of the inning is the second out of the inning. And Anthony Cruz had a mental lapse there and allowed Morrow heads up to get the second.
It's a cliche, but it never gets old. You always see something you haven't seen before in baseball. I've seen guys forget how many outs there were. I've never seen a catcher roll the ball back and allow a runner to move up a base.
You've seen an outfielder throw the ball in the stands.
Yes.
Not that.
And it's a critical one, too, because he moves into scoring position, and if Conti gets a base hit here, he just cost his team a run.
Well, there's no bigger fan of Colin Donnelly right now than his catcher. First pitch, a strike.
They haven't charged Cruz with an error yet.
I think you have to.
I think you have to.
Because it wasn't a stolen base that allowed the runner to move.
He didn't go until the ball hit the grass.
And I know that people say a mental error isn't a physical one, but this one should be.
Well, he physically threw it to the wrong spot.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, it's a mental and physical.
Outside and up. It'll be 1-1. Maybe everyone in the scoring booth is still stunned. Yeah, that was, it was weird because the visual we had is you have Morrow sprinting to second while the catcher thinks there's 3 outs. And the error has been put on the board. This ball will miss off the plate.
He is working right near that outside corner. It's a really good pitch, even though he didn't get the call there. As you see Anthony Cruz, who had his head in his hands a couple minutes ago, trying to help get Colin Donnelly out of this inning now.
And all Donnelly's done since he's come in is do what you expect him to do. A couple of strikeouts looking. Two-one to Conti. And upstairs. It's all about taking advantage of opportunities. Canisius with a runner in scoring position has a chance to extend a lead potentially, while Quinnipiac wants to hand it over to the meat of its batting order due up in the bottom of the 7th. This ball is laced foul, and it will load the count up. It's not where the protective netting is. You got to be heads up down the lines.
They assume you have enough time over there to react.
And not if you're refreshing Instagram. Here's the 3-2 from Donnelly. And he'll lose the batter. Conti will walk with 2 outs. We have seen 2-out walks play a huge role in this game, as that will also now go back to the top of the Canisius order and catcher Chris Conlon.
I love Conti at the bottom of the order. It's another cliche. They always say second leadoff hitter because a number 9 hitter can set up the offense at the top of the order. And he's done that today, on base 3 times out of 4 with 2 walks and a line drive single.
Well, on base is something that guy, Chris Conley, does as well as anybody. On base 3 times in this game, couple of walks, singled last time up. On base percentage right around, like you said, 500. First pitch pops straight up. Husher battling the sun will make the catch, and Conley, who rarely swings first pitch, does so here to pop out for the 3rd out as we go to the bottom of the 7th.
AT&T gives you more for your